What's good, YouTube? It's best guy Jordan. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to punch in, right? And line up takes. A lot of people struggle with punching in. I get a lot of comments about how to punch in, how to line up, some tips, some advice. I can't punch in. It's messing up. It's cutting me off. It's doing all this other random stuff. Like, it's not really working for me. Listen, I punch in pretty much every single DAW that I record in, from BandLab, GarageBand on the phone, Ableton, Pro Tools, Logic, Studio One, GarageBand. Don't really matter, right? You can punch in, same things apply, FL Studio, all of this shit applies. So let's talk. The first thing that a lot of people need to accept and need to understand when they're punching in, like they're trying to punch in like Thug and Gunna and Lil Baby and them and all their favorite rappers, is you need a record track. Every person that you listen to, for the most part, uses a record track, and a record track is so important because you drag and drop and it helps you with your timing, where it doesn't cut off other words and all this other shit, right? Look at the screen. Record track right here. Record track. The record track, and we have duplicates of the same thing that's on the record track. And what I mean, use a record track, and when you record, we're not touching none of these settings over here because we want to hear the same thing we heard on the record track. So you get whatever plugins you want. Get whatever settings you want, right? Whatever settings you want. Cool. So now I hit record over here. I'm going to record something and we're going to punch some lines, right? And I'm going to show you, walk you through the process on what you should do, what to avoid, and how to fix certain problems. And it applies to any DAW because you can cut, you can fade in any single DAW. So niggas want to kill me every day, mama. I'ma show you how to punch in and line up takes. Okay, here you go. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mama. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mama. But they don't want this smoke, they come their way, mama. But they don't really want this smoke, they don't really want this smoke, they'll come their way, mama. Let's see, here we go. Now we gotta get some time, right? Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mama. But they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mama. So, you see what I'm saying? But they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mama. So now you see, like, we gotta pay attention to the timing. Did I catch it at the right time, right? This is important that a lot of people fuck up at when it comes to punching in. This is what happens if it cuts out people takes. People think this little last piece down here at the bottom is not important. This part right here is important because it's in the flow. It's gonna cut it off. So like if I drag this down like so, it's gonna cut that off. But they don't really. You heard that? Like you heard it. But they don't. See, that messed up the punch. So what you gotta do is have another track underneath it. That's the drag and drop method. Why this is so important. See, now we got this. So now we can click here, click this, right? And what we can do now, we can fade that. And we can fade this in to where it's not like cutting each other off. So now we got this, and it's cleaner than just cutting it off. They kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mom. Alright, and you see how I keep the same vocal approach and kind of like tone, right? A lot of people will be like, how do I get it? Let me turn this up. Like a lot of people be wondering how you get it the same or similar or close in volume and this and all this. It's all in your vocal presentation. Like I do this in all the DAWs when I record my songs because I know a lot of y'all record like this and y'all want to get better at recording like this. And the only way to get better at punching in is to punch in and practice and work on your timing. If you struggle with your timing, figure out what's going on. You might have too many words. You might be a little bit too anxious. You might don't even know what to say. Like I'm going in bars of what? I think like what, 4s or something. I don't know. Mom, but they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mom. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mom. Let's see. See now we in here like, okay, maybe we switch the flow or the tone of the voice, right? That's always cool, right? So let's take it up an octave or down. I don't know. So let's see. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mom. Ain't nobody said, mom. Your mama gonna cry before before my mama crap pussy. Alright, so let's see. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. Your son don't play, mama. Oh, your son don't play, mama. Alright, so now, let's see. We let that ride a little bit. So now, if we want to sit here and put something before that to fill in the gap, we can. So now, it's all like, they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. To be honest, I'm a troll. Your son don't play, mama. I ain't gonna know. Your son don't play, mama. That's it. So now, let's see. Really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I don't fucking play. Your son don't play, mama. I will catch the bodies. I catch the body, beat the case. I will catch the body and beat the case. See? They don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a body, I catch a body, I catch a body, I catch a body, beat the case. I catch a body. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a body, beat the charge. I don't play. Let's see. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. I don't play, mama. So you see that? So now we got that. So now we have a dilemma, right? We got 2 tracks. What can we do? What can we do, right? So what we do is this right here. I'm gonna make it real simple for you. It's a lot of ways. We can literally sit here and do this. Like, we can break this. We can bring this down, right? Bring that down. And then we can also just bring this shit down. Or the easiest way is to duplicate another track and just drag it down as a whole. So now we got this. Play, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. See? You see what I'm saying? They come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. See, now, how I got this charge, we can turn that down, or we can just fade it, or we can just turn it down, right? Very simple. And like in Pro Tools, we got the clip gain, so we can utilize the clip gain. So what I'm doing now is like, let's click here. Let's turn this up. Alright, so now we got that. We go back and watch this. Mom, I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play, mama. Don't play, mama. These niggas pussy. No, your son don't play, mama. Your son don't play, mama. I don't fucking play. No, your son don't play, mama. Alright, so like maybe I would leave that blank, right? Some people might want to put something in that other little spot right there, but I ain't gonna do it. So now, let's see. Now we did that. So what a lot of people need to understand too, when it comes to punching in, you need to utilize your fades, right? Fades and breaks are your favorite people in the world, right? You see this right here, it looks like it's supposed to be all congested and like fucking shit up, right? But it's not, right? It's cool and it's good to go. From their way, mom, I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play, mama. Yeah, I'm a crap pussy. Alright, so we literally walking through it, right? Punching in. Like, it's so simple to the point that it's hard. And it's hard for a lot of people. And when I say that, I mean it honestly. Like, we need a record check. I can't stress that enough. A record check. Whatever's on the record check, it needs to be on the tracks that you're dragging and dropping down to, right? And another way that you can do this and not really struggle is literally, like, look. The whole time I recorded just this little part of the hook, I haven't touched the 73 preamp at all. I haven't touched the waves tone at all. I haven't touched the reverb at all. I'm hearing the same thing I recorded with, right? Because when recording, we're not mixing. I'm not going over here adjusting the compressor. All right, I'm not going over here doing anything to my main vocals. Let's say I'm recording my ad-libs and I want to put a telephone effect on my ad-libs. That's perfectly fine because that's the ad-libs and we can take that off and on and we're not really doing too much to the ad-libs. So it's like, yo, this is kind of how I hear it. So let me just put this on here so if I can see if I like it later when I get the mixing. So, right? So now it's very simple. So now let's say the second part of the hook. Let's say we want to take it up or whatever to finish the hook. So now we're here. And we're doing this right here. So let me turn my tune back on, turn this on. So here we go. Case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright, so now we got that, right? So now what we do is like we break that, right? We break that again. We just drag that down like so. Now we had it, and it should be cool. The charge. Your son don't play mama. No, your son don't play mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's simple. It's that simple. So, like I said, like, you can do this in Logic and FL or whatever like that if you want, right? But you can automate. Like, the automation is your best friend, right? Automating is your best friend. But in Pro Tools, I got the clip. But you can't really clip in the other DAWs. So, I'm going to show you what I mean. Let's say I just want to literally not fuck with the compression at all if you got a compressor on there. So, let's say I just want to turn certain things down. Let's say I'm in another DAW. I know I can do the clip game. I know I can do that. That's very simple. I can break it and adjust the clips. So, let's say I just want to bring this down a little bit, right? So I can just bring that down. So now let's play. Son don't play mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Like, automation is your best friend. Like, for real, for real. Son don't play mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. And you see how that got loud? Like, see, we can do automation cool. But, like, if we got the opportunity to break, we can break, right? So, like, right here, I'm going to break this, right? And I'm going to bring this down, right? I'm going to bring that down like so. Or let's say I need to duplicate this track, right? I want to duplicate this track. So, let's say I duplicate the track. I don't want to active play this. So, I just duplicate it, right? And I just bring it down. Again, I'm not touching the compressor at all. So, like, it's at 2. Let's say I don't touch it. Like, it's at 2. What I want to do is just touch the fader. Like, faders are your best friend. You don't always have to touch plugins. So, let's turn that down a little bit. So, now we got this. Before my mama cry, I'd rather your mama cry before... Hold up. I forgot it was on automation. So, let's take it off read automation. So, let's see. Let's take that out. Let's play it like this. Mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. You see what I'm saying? So now that's very simple, right? So now we got that whole little hook punched in, right? That's the whole hook that we punched. It's so simple. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke, they come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright, very simple, right? Simple, right? And now let's say we want to do this again. Let's say for the ad-libs. It's so simple. Like, people may punch it in harder than what it really is because it's very simple. It's very simple. It's not super complicated. It's like your timing. Like, if you punching, you keep fucking up on certain words, take that word out and see if you can catch it again. You need to go in like 4 bars or 8s. You don't want to go 7 bars and then try to punch the next one. You know what I'm saying? Don't go line by line, like super line. Like, catch. Just do sections, right? Like, if you feel like vibing in one section, do that. If you feel like vibing in another section, do that. It's so simple. So, like, now, okay, let's say we want to record ad-libs. So this will be our ad-libs. This is a tip for people that want to, like, punch in their ad-libs for whatever reason, because niggas don't really punch in ad-libs. But if you wanted to punch in ad-libs, it's so simple. But if you want to record ad-libs, I'm gonna just show you some stuff. All right, so what you want to do? Like, we're going to turn on all our settings and shit, right? So, now let's say I want to record with, like, a telephone effect. Where the fuck is my EQ? I'm going to just use the simple one. A lot of people overlook this one right here. So, we're just going to use the simple one. So, no. The people downstairs playing music loud. They playing music loud. They playing music loud. I say they playing music loud. I don't give a fuck about what they doing down now. Give a fuck about what they doing down now. I just made a whole diss song. So now we can do this with our lips, right? So now we can kind of hear how our lips gonna sound. So let's get it. Let's get it. See? Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. Ooh, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Before my mama cry. Like, so now, literally, like I'm just showing you recording sauce at this point because it was supposed to be just a quick punch video. So now we're just here. Like, now watch this. Day, mom, but they don't. Like every motherfucking day. So here. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. Ooh, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. You see that? How that got loud? Break it. We can break it, move it to another track. I done make the volume down, but we ain't gotta touch the compressor. We don't have to touch nothing over there. It's so simple. This is literally how you do this. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. Ooh, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright, but you get what I'm saying? It's so simple. It's so simple. But look, I'm finna show you some sauce. Okay, I'm finna show you some sauce. I'm finna show you sauce. I'm trying to show you some sauce, and I keep clicking the wrong buttons. So, alright, let's say we want to put all of this together. Alright, let's put these three together. We want to put these three together. I'm gonna show you some easy sauce because a lot of people be like, "Yo, I want to be able to like keep the tune together without having other effects involved." So like if you punching in and you want to be able to mix from like four like stems or stuff like that, you kind of like balanced everything, because before you mix you need to pre-mix, and pre-mixing is basically like your game staging and arranging your tracks and printing the stems together that you want to be together so your session can be organized. So this is what we could do. Other DAWs you can do this, but for this one we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna go here, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna send this to a new track. All right, and my new track is gonna be tune Vox only. So tune Vox only. So with that being said, we're gonna turn the 73 off, turn this off, and turn this off. We don't want nothing else. We don't want no reverb. We don't want nothing. We just want tune. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit record here. Is that a mono track? I hope it's a mono track. All right, so. Alright, so watch this. Here we go. Alright, here goes some more sauce right here. This one's secret sauce. That ain't too secret, but this one's secret sauce. See, now here we go. Now we're gonna watch this. Watch. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day. Every motherfucking day. Want this smoke that come their way. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. Ooh, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright, so now you see what we got right here. We have all our punches being one take right here with no type of compression at all. So now if I go down here, I want to play it. So let's say I go here, let's say I mute all of this shit. I mute that and mute that. So now if I want to bring this 73 down, so now I don't have to worry about my tune plugin being active. If I want to send this stem to somebody else or whatever like that, it's there. So now I can bring the reverb down if I want to. So now if I play this back, I got this right here. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. Alright, so look, and what that does, we have one full tape to work with, alright? It recorded the automation because I had the automation in there. Whatever was active got printed to that track. So now I know, like, I don't have to sit here and run these plugins now. If I want to go back and change something, I can go back and change it and reprint it, and I still have this right here. This is the full one take. It makes the session look clean. So, like, I could hide these now. I could be like, yo, I got those good. I got those where I want it. I can literally sit here. Like, I can literally sit here. Like, literally sit here and hide those tracks. So now it looks a lot cleaner, don't it? Look a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. You can't even tell I punched. People would think you did that all in one take. Niggas wanna kill me every fucking day, mom. But they don't really want this smoke that come their way, mom. I catch a case and beat the charge. Your son don't play, mama. No, your son don't play, mama. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. I'd rather your mama cry before my mama cry. And listen, and it goes back to what I tell y'all all the time when it comes to punching in, right? Like, my vocals have movement. You can hear like the highs and the lows, and you hear the differences in the voice because it's like, you can hear the emotion, you can feel it, right? It's not monotone, it's not blah, it's not staying the same. The melody is progressing. You know, that's what you want to do. But punching in is not that hard. If you want to get better at punching in, you got to punch in. You got to practice. You got to practice. You got to practice. You got to work on your timing. All of that is important. You need to utilize your fades, record tracks. You need to have multiple tracks that you drag and drop down to. And you don't need to be messing with the inserts or other plugins until you're actually done recording. That's when you get into the pre-mix and leveling and organizing your session. When you're punching in, you want to make sure you know what's going on. You just make sure you get as much clean takes as possible. Say things that you want to say. Make sure you're not cutting off certain things when you're drag and dropping, because that's going to cause problems. But listen, comment some of the things you struggle with when it comes to punching in, and hopefully I can help you in the future. So listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Jordxn. I'm out of here, all right? Cool.